Well, good morning to you all. It's a lovely May morning, so I think it's time now to actually start planting me beans, me runner beans, which I've got in the shed here ready to actually be done. Runner beans I've got Polestar, so they're the ones I'm going to be planting today. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pots I normally use for these. I put 3 to a pot, and they've been successful over the other years I've done it. I've done it now about 3 years, and we seem to get a good crop off them. So what I do, as usual, I normally mix my own compost with the B&Q multi-purpose compost. So I'm just going to mix them up, plant a few out, and see how we go from there. I've actually started some off in my heated bed, which have actually started off quite well, so I'll plant them into them as well today, I think, and put a few other seeds around them and wait for them to come up. So, lovely day, so I'll get started. Okay, there's my compost. Now what makes me laugh, my wife Sue, she goes mad. She thinks it stinks because it's got chicken manure in it and all the old veg in it and the straw from the chickens' beds, but it's actually beautiful. It's rotted down, absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. So all the fuss she makes about it, I can't understand. Right, that's it. Right, so I filled my pots up, but I put a third of each in actually. I put a third of my well-rotted compost in. I've got some more well-rotted compost down there, so which I've mixed that in as well with the multi-purpose. So I've actually done 3 pots. I know you can't see the 3, you can only see the 2. It's a camera angle I've got. But what I've got here, I've got quite a few started off. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to put one of the started ones off each in the pot to start with, and then I'm going to put 3 other seeds in, and I'll pick one of them out with one of them possibly won't take, but I only want 3 per pot. This is what I've done now for quite a few years, and though I'm only new at it and I may be doing a lot of things wrong, I just started off with these particular things when I first started, and they seem to work well this way, so I'm going to carry on doing it this way. So that, as you can see, has got a nice good little root system. So I'll put one of each of these into these pots here, so at least I've got one started off. And also, they were started in the greenhouse. What date were they actually started? It was only the 21st of the 4th. But what are we today? It's the 7th today, the 7th of May. So they've come on quite well in the greenhouse, but I'm going to leave these out between the 2 greenhouses now, I think. So I'm going to actually put 3 more in each pot, and I'll pick out any that doesn't, well, if there's too many I should say, the ones that do start off, if I get more than what I need, I'll prick them out, I'll take them out. So I'll put them in, so that's that one done. So I'm going to carry on now doing the rest of the pots. I won't bore you with that, but that's how I do my my runner beans. This is Spice, our Polish little chicken, and he's a lovely little fella. He's so friendly. He just loves it. He loves coming down the garden, and he loves coming to eat the worms, don't you, may say. He's a lovely little fella. We love him. Follows Sue everywhere. Caught him in the bedroom the other day, believe it or not. He got up, he climbed up the stairs on his own, and the patio door was open. We don't allow that, but that's where I found him.
He thinks he's a dog.
He is like a dog. Follows us everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to have a go at my hanging basket now. I bought this, I think it was last year. I got it from Jersey Direct. Absolutely brilliant hanging basket. What you do is, you fill the bottom up, you put your bottom layer in, and then you clip them in. Holds the plants in. Doesn't damage them, you can put the roots. It's absolutely perfect. And what a display we got last year. I'll try and put one of the photos of the ones I did last year on. But this year I'm going to use petunias in this, so let's see how we go on it. I'll just start off. I'll put a little bit of bottom, same mixture, only with a bit of perlite. I'll put a bit of fish and bone meal in here as well. I'll actually get myself a bucket before I start. Right, so back to it. I've actually used another pot just to sit it on, give me a little bit of height. So I'll put a little bit at the bottom, and I'll just take a Petunias at a time out. What I didn't realise is I put 2 Petunia in each mold there, so I'm just going to separate them, and I'm going to use the best one of each. And all you need to do with these here is actually feed them through like that, which I find absolutely brilliant. Feed them through like that. Get that a bit late now, so whether you go that way with it, and let's see what happens if I go from the back in, and I think that solved it. I was going from the wrong side, so see how easy that just pushes in. Very, very simple. I'll just carry on going round. That one there. Again, pushing in from the back. So you don't damage the roots this way, which I found very, very easy. Correction, I'm going to start again on this because I have damaged the roots on that one, so let's start again on that little bit. Right, well, that's a nice big plant. Whew, I think I've left that too long. Okay, try again. So it's got a lovely root system on that already started. Yeah. Push that back in there. So it just comes through there like that. And just clip it into place. And I'll carry on doing that and show you when it's totally full. So I've got the bottom row in. What I've obviously found out is I've let these grow too big. I should have put them in when they were a bit smaller, and I wouldn't have struggled so much to get them in. But it is very, very simple, and all I'm going to do now is fill that layer on top of there, so I'll come to the next layer. And I'll have a go again. Which I found, just get them like that and push them through there like that. These I've noticed are only smaller, so I'm quite happy with them. So I've got the bottom row in. What I've obviously found out is I've let these grow too big. I should have put them in when they were a bit smaller, and I wouldn't have struggled so much to get them in. But it is very, very simple, and all I'm going to do now is fill that layer on top of there, so I'll come to the next layer. And I'll have a go again. Which I found, just get them like that and push them through there like that. These I've noticed are only smaller, so I'm quite happy with them. Right, that's the second row of the basket done. See how we go from there. And now I'll just fill up and put more on the top. Good mixture, and I'll put these on the top. I'll put about 3 or 4 on the top. I've been told the more you put in hanging baskets, the more impressive they actually look, and I do believe that now. I didn't at first, I thought it was overfilling them, but no, it seems to work well over the last couple of years, so it's exactly what I'm doing. Put one more either side of there. I just hope these haven't gone too far in the greenhouse, been left in the greenhouse too long, but we'll see. last one, last but not least, smaller one, this one. Hasn't grown as well, but it's going to go in anyway, so as well fill the space up. Give that a nice good watering, and what I'll do, I'll leave it in the greenhouse for a little bit longer, but just so it establishes, and then what I do, I just stick it out on a bench and leave it before I actually hang it up. But we'll see. We'll watch the progress of that throughout the next month or so and see if it takes. Next one I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do a begonia one, so give that a try next. Right, my next little job is my begonias, which have started quite early. It was about January I started them, beginning of January in a heated bed. Now these, I give them to me by a mate called Chris, I don't know what they are, but he reckons he cross-pollinated them himself, the seeds. So he gave me the seeds, and the seeds will come on quite well. So they look a little bit better and easier to put in, when I was struggling with the last lot with the petunias. I've actually done the petunias, they look a little bit scraggly, but I'll just see how they go. If not, I've got plenty of time to take them out and buy some in and put them in. But I'm just hoping these begonias, these are going to be a lot easier to put in, as you'll see. Again, they've got a nice good little root system on them, so these will go in very, very easy. So just simply like that. And like I said before, I was actually putting them in the wrong way. You put them in from the back, just clip them down like that, and just push in. And you go, that's how easy they go in. And there was me struggling on the last one. Now I'd done these last year, but that was the first year I'd done. As I said, I got them from Jersey Direct, the plant. I'm not sure whether they're £14 each or £14 for two, but they were absolutely marvellous, and if they kept well, I took the chains off and I put them away, so I'll be able to put them on again. So I'll carry on with this. All the way round, just carrying on, putting them in. Push down, just push in at the top, and they clip in, so that's how easy it is. So again, I won't bore you with it. I'll get it through to the top section, and then I'll show you the finished article. Right, coming up to the end of my second row now of these begonias. Last one to go in. So these look a lot more healthier, and I know these are going to do well. Because these are normally like what they are when I buy them in. This is the first time I've actually done begonias, you see, because I've never had a heated bed until this year. This is the first time I've had it. So what I actually do normally now with this is, I actually fill that up, and we have a local garden centre by us. I'll have to make a bit more of a mix for that to fill that right to the top. But we have a local garden centre, which is in Frankby. I live in the Wirral, Merseyside, and we have this garden centre. It's on its way to Frankby by Greasby. I don't even know the name of it, but they're very, very helpful, very nice people who run it. And what I'll get from them is what I normally get are them double begonias, beautiful 4 hanging baskets. And again, I'll try and put a little picture on of last year's, which was absolutely so colourful. I'll put it next to this one, so you'll be able to actually see it. So what I'll do now, I'll just make a bit more of a mix, fill that to the top, and I will put that one in the greenhouse for maybe a couple of weeks, or I'll most probably get the double begonias sometime this week. Okay.